you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Arkansas's offense is on the field for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Brown. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Arkansas. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Auburn's offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Here's the pressure. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
1
Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab. There, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and turning it on. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. This defense has been sliced and diced, and now facing another 1st and goal. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
To the air. It's Sorsby. Dances away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So here comes the Auburn offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. 30. Still on his feet. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket. Nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
On the ground, it's Robinson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Tiger! Fitted in the window for the score.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the 1st quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the 1st, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab, it's Edwards. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situation.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some...
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Well, the QB was trying to throw it to his running back behind the line of scrimmage. He never saw the defender. That was as easy a pick six as that guy is ever going to score.
Arkansas, 42, Auburn, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Howard. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
That's reeled in. It's Howard. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
Man, that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the left. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Plucks it out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Finds his man. It's Marshall. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. The short hands. It's Marshall. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Platt. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking to throw in Sorsby. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. And it's right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TK.
Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give on the inside. Oh, what a move. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Got it in the middle. It's Platt.
Well, the head coach is looking real smart after gambling for it there on 4th and short in field goal range, but he trusts his quarterback to go to the right place with the football. Huge play now setting up first.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Grab behind the line. It's Thompson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the touchdown, Arkansas. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 22 over New Mexico. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be... There he goes! They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Let's go! We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To throw, it's Knight. Unloads it left. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Powers through the defender. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Turning it on. Oh, better look out. Quick step and go. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think
and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Back to pass, it's Knight. Fires to the right. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. On the run, it's Robinson. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse. Breaks free in the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The offense set for a first down play. They'll ride the hot hand. To the 15. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On the move, it's Robinson. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Knight. Flushed out of the pocket. He's out past the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Great move. Now he's got room. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but